Hey guys, time for another episode of Shadow or Meltdown Miller. Today we're going to do 4 Call of the Crystals. After last week's loss, just kind of want to keep it simple, so we're going to go with a Banebow. Get our Lily Rose Cults. Basically, there's a lot of weapons in here, and there is also Lone Wolf. So, here, look at that. This is like almost nothing but weapons we got here, because we got a Lily Rose Cult twice, 2 What Big Teeths. Now we got all these suckers. That's ridiculous, right? Awesome. So we'll take those. Get some item destruction. And then do we take the 2 Tome of Knowledges? So that's good for card draw. So, yeah, I mean, this is a really straightforward deck. It's, we have tons of card draw, so we can kind of load up our cards a little bit. So there we go. I think that's going to be good. We'll get you also. Alright, let's see what happens with this. Don't forget to subscribe to Shadow or Meltdown Miller. We do episodes every Monday, and then sometimes Wednesday like we did last week, because last Monday's episode was kind of anticlimactic. And then I played the Wednesday one, which was super climactic, which is to say I lost. That was sad, actually. So I don't know if that's climactic or not. But that was a more exciting and full game. So we're playing a Nishaven with a full deck. So I don't know if I particularly have high hopes for this one. I'm sorry about that. Maybe the Mondays. Good luck. Yes, thank you. Good luck. I'm gonna, I don't know why chat is enabled here, but we're just gonna go and remove that just in case it interrupts us while we are playing. But Sam I Ride, I've never played you before, or Sam 1 Ride, not sure. Yeah. So we got our card draw on the next turn, Tome of Knowledge. So we go and sacrifice whatever card we put down. I think Fury Monsters is probably what we're gonna go sacrifice on the next turn. Nah, you know what? I won't. I'm gonna use Fury Monsters on the next, or whenever that comes up. Do we want to put down the weapon on the next turn? Rusty Longsword? That might be what we end up doing. I'm actually recording this almost immediately after I recorded the last 2 episodes. So last week's episode is the Monday and Wednesday episode, and then I'm doing this one, just kind of trying to load up for the holiday season. I think, if I planned this out correctly, this is the episode right after Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys had a good time. Yep, gonna get rid of that. That's fine. No, get the card draw. Cool. So, if I put down here be monsters, then I won't really have anything for board control. But that's really okay-ish. I think we'll be okay. What would be great is, well, not necessarily great. One way this could play out is, Fury Monsters really works great when they don't, or anything else that destroys resources. It's really better when they don't have a lot of cards in their hand. So let's say somehow they had put down cards, and then I was able to put down like allies or something, and then I was able to destroy them. Then, if they only had like 3 cards in their hand or something, and then suddenly I use Here Be Monsters, then they become a lot more desperate to... Okay. Well, that's good anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and use that. So there's Tome of Knowledge, which we don't need, and we can get back later if we wanted. So I think we'll go and sacrifice that on the next turn. So anyway, while it is... crappy for them that they are knocked back down to 2 resources now, they still have a lot of cards, so it's not that hard for them to choose something to end up sacrificing. That would have been a lot harder if they only had like 2 or 3 cards in their hand, which they were probably like saving and were probably like higher powered cards. So then they would have had a hard time deciding what they were going to put down. So instead, we're going to go and put down Kurt. Our final strategy is Lone Wolf, which is great for Nishaven because that means that there won't be many circumstances in which our ally gets disabled or something, and then we can't use Lone Wolf because we need to be without allies for Lone Wolf to work. So under normal circumstances, we want to make sure that we have a way to get rid of or undisable an ally. Cool. It's almost mean to go use it, but I think we will. We might as well right now. We don't have Lone Wolf yet. And then, yeah, sure, I'll draw a card. So just kind of like really get our options up. We have board control, so it's not going to be an issue. So yeah, it's actually good that we don't have Lone Wolf right now because we don't need it right now. We're not taking any damage, and we have allies that we can use right now. So Lone Wolf will be good later down the line if we ever get it. You know, like if you know, we get poisoned or set on fire or both. But yeah, I don't have particularly any worries about this match. The biggest worry that I have is that it's going to be a boring match, which you know, these types of matches usually happen, and I'm trying not to do that thing where I like drag it out and not kill them. I understand that that's like a dick thing to do. Perfect shot. I bet if he was smart and he already had that card, he would have used it and then used his shadow ability, because that's not going to kill anybody. Magma Jackal. So, let's just go ahead and I don't want to use that yet. So let's just do this. Drawing cards is no longer useful. We have too many cards now. Man, we had so many of these things, huh? 3 of them? Jeez. Our decks just had like tons of duplicates, huh? Which is good. You can then you can count if they were good cards to begin with, then you count on getting them sooner rather than later, right? So all of these cards are great because, at least for now, while we don't have Lone Wolf, none of them. Oh, has he already quit? Come on, dude. Okay, cool. Okay. Again, I mean, I'll draw the card, but it doesn't really matter. We just have too much card draw right now. I apologize if I'm getting instant messages in the background. Perfect shot. I mean, okay, so you should use that on that, so that in 2 turns, then you can use your ability. Cool, good for you. I'm gonna go get rid of this, and it's silly, but I just want to see what kind of freaking cards he has. Alright, so that's not... Okay. I'm not going to put you down just yet. This, I feel safe enough to be able to put down. Although, I guess if I put down Alden, we're going to just cause a shit ton of damage. Cool. The game is really done on the next turn. Let's see what we got. He's got a lot of resources. Yep, that's no good. So yeah, they're clearly a younger player, or I'm sorry, not a younger player, but a more inexperienced player. But here's the game. Right here, do we even have... So again, sadly, a quick one. I would, like I did before, go and record another game, but I don't really think I have time right now. If I have time later down the week, I would. Anyway, did he even cause us damage? 3 damage. Oh yeah, because when he uses lightning thing on Kurt Whitehelm. That was as much damage as Kurt takes. Absorbs 1 of the damage for abilities. So yeah, sorry, kind of anticlimactic. I would have rather played Diddlium again for a rematch, and we still might. We'll see. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.